Hey, what's up, homies? I'm Daniel Nanesso, and you're watching my very first official vlog with a vlogging camera and being outside in my daily life, or as I'll call it, the lucid life. Basically I want to get a coffee and have a chat with you, whoever you are, whoever's watching, and just maybe shade in a little detail about what it is that I want to do as one who vlogs their life, and how I am interested in actually just sharing my life with you, and why I'm interested in sharing my life with you. And yeah, so what better way to do that and get to know somebody than over coffee, which is my absolute favorite. And so I'm gonna go to one of my favorite spots in the city and get one. And as you can see, I'm in a gorgeous spot already in the city. This is what I love about Toronto, which is the city that I live in. It's a gorgeous day and it is just beautiful. Behind the trees over there is the skyline of the city, which you can't kind of see, but I'll show you because there's a really cool view right outside the coffee shop where I'm going, which is right over there. So yeah, I'm gonna get a coffee and I'm gonna talk to you, and hopefully you'll listen, and then what the fuck, I'm just gonna go get a coffee and then I'll talk better. Yeah, see you then. Story of my life. License plate in this car as I'm crossing the street to get to the coffee shop. Sort of amplifies what I was just talking about. It's kind of cool. Gee whiz, gosh golly, damn. So yeah, this is the kind of shit that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. So you're obviously gonna see more. We didn't even get in for coffee yet. So calm the fuck down and here we go. Yeah. There you go. Stay there. There. So, now that that's down, and I'm not going to get hit by a car, now I can kind of show you the view that I was talking about of the city skyline. And then we'll sit down and we'll enjoy coffee together, and I can tell you why I'm starting to vlog. So there it is. You can see the CN Tower back in there. It's pretty scanty. Obviously the camera's not going to pick it up, but it looks, you know, sort of like me, way better in person. So yeah, let's go find a nice spot to chill and have a coffee. Okay, well that didn't take too long at all. And I just realized now that I'm going to be holding this camera, so my arm's going to get sore. That's why I already got it propped up on my leg. And you know what? We can see something else from here, which is like one of my favorite buildings, especially appropriate to the conversation. That mega tower over there, that colossal thing that you see just sticking up in the middle, that is, I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know I'm right, because that is the Aura Tower. It's a residential condominium. It's actually the largest, the tallest residential condominium in the country, which is really cool. And I want to live there, mostly because it's called Aura and it's so big. Ain't nothing wrong with a big Aura. Or a big bumblebee that's flying around next to me. So, obviously one of the reasons why I want to vlog is so that I can share like a side of my life that a lot of people that I talk to and that might know me don't otherwise get to see, which is like a lot of people when they meet me, you know, it's like they want to know if I'm always like the way that I am, or what my thought processes are like outside of the conversation I'm having with someone. especially if it's relating to like the nature of reality and all of that. Yeah, recently I just got like, I've been having a lot of conversations with people, and you know what? Fuck it. I don't care if anybody out there is like just starting to vlog and shit, like you can do it, honestly. Like I went yesterday out of like sheer, like it was getting to be painful, and this is what I mean about I've been having conversations with people lately, which have also been painful. And what I mean by that is like, I said the other day on Twitter, I said, anxiety is what happens when you're excited about something you keep telling yourself you can't do. And so it's not that I tell myself I can't vlog, it's just like, I don't know, like fuck, I've got like insecurities, like physical insecurities, I've got like, you know, all of the shit that a lot of people might, you know, think that I either try to avoid or that like I just don't have. And I think that's like misrepresentation, and it discourages people from actually, you know, being able to do what I do. It's like I'm an actor too, and when I'm in character, I'm not always, or when I'm in character, I'm not me. So just as much as people see me maybe in character, in alignment, like connecting to the higher mind and getting that wisdom and getting that like that knowledge, that connection at this point in my life never goes away. But you got to remember, I mean, it's good for you to know that the information or the wisdom that I want differs from the information that a lot of other people want, you know? Like, first of all, I haven't met a lot of people who like explicitly want like the type of knowledge that I do about how the metaphysical mixes with psychological, and that solution turns out to be like your life. And so, yeah, so I'm doing this vlog, and I had to go yesterday and get a fucking camera because, you know, I don't know, I just feel like I want to have conversations, but I don't want them to be going in the direction that they've been going in for me for a long time. And even as someone who works as a coach, I even don't want to have the types of conversations I'm going to tell you about with coaching clients, with like friends or family or anybody. And those types of conversations are like debating conversations. Like I don't want to have to defend what it is that I know or bow down out of the absoluteness of what I know in the name of being humble in the eyes of someone else. So, if you're following me, it's pretty good. If you're not, then just don't watch my videos. But yeah, I want to bring this conversation to this kind of platform, like on YouTube, so that, like, who knows, man, like, I don't know, are you having a coffee? Are you like chilling in your house? Is it late at night where you are? Is it weeks after I posted this video? Are you the first one to watch this video? That'll probably be me. I don't know. All I know is it'd be really cool if I could have these kinds of conversations in this kind of platform, you know? Like, I'm not saying, oh, I'm looking to meet new friends and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, I would love whether you remain anonymous or you become a viewer or you do become my friend or something like that. That's irrelevant. I just actually want to have this conversation. And the benefit is, ain't nobody talking back to me right now. You know what I mean? But it's like, I hope you're following me, by the way, because, I don't know, reminding you that this is my first fucking vlog, and that I didn't know what I was gonna say. I just knew that I've got some energy that I must release in the form of actually having a conversation that is more in alignment with where I'm at, instead of curbing that conversation to match the current person's attention span. And I said this on Twitter the other day, yesterday, that like ADD actually enhances, it enriches my connection to my higher mind, which results in like wisdom and wit and unending energy. And so I'm like, yeah, ADD does that. Attention deficit. It's not a deficit. Yeah, it's a deficit to the stuff that just I don't need to be focusing on anyway. It's like ADD is a disease that was invented by the collective consciousness to start dripping into our individual lives to get us to like, it's like the fucking pancake is burning and you see those little white bubbles on the top and you're not flipping it. It's like ADD is being like, flip the pancake, flip it. I'm more of a French toast guy anyway, so that doesn't matter. But oh my god, ADD, the children. There's just like two little girls that just start running around. Yay. I taped them, but I don't know. I'm not a discreet vlogger yet, so it might look perverted. Damn, son, I'm getting probably like fucking sunburn right now. I didn't even think of that. Ugh. So, yeah, I love that I'm talking about attention span and I can hardly keep my attention. Guys, that's just because this is my first vlog or whatever. I'm trying to get this out, so bear with me. I promise it'll get way better. I'm a really good talker and I'm a really good focuser. So it just takes a little bit of time of me getting used to this medium to do this with. And plus, I'm talking to a fucking camera. There's not much bouncing back off of me other than the glare from the lens. Which is sometimes all the girl needs. You know what I'm saying? So I had an experience. I'm counting the years. I don't know if you saw my hand, because I can't fucking see myself. I don't even know if I look good right now in like the sense of if I'm in the frame, but I think this is like perfectly centered just because I have that eye. As an actor, I kind of know to work with the camera. But I had an experience 6 years ago with some friends on other frequency planes, you could say other dimensions of reality, and this is where it might get a little cuckoo for you, and if it does, just like turn off the vlog. It's like a horror movie. If you don't like it, don't fucking sit in the movie theater and put yourself through the trauma of watching it under the name of emotional exercise, or like, oh, it was a rush. You know what? You're a fucking junkie. So anyway, I remember coming across some information, and this was in the earlier stages of me like having this type of communication, and it was like basically me like cursing the sky, starting on my patio and then in my living room, for the fact that there were seemingly a large amount of people from what I was being exposed to who were having these communications and being relayed information that I thought was, you know, as I know now, is integral to understanding ourselves as individuals, aspects of all that is, and understanding where we fit in the whole narrative of like civilizational timelines and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I'll get better at saying it. But anyway, yeah, so I was really wanting to have that communication because in my own words, I was like, why them? Why them? Why some fucking drunk guy in an alleyway who came to and passed on messages to, you know, news forums that like just belittled the information? I'm like, why don't you fucking tell me, huh? Like, why don't you like abduct me and shit like that? And so I really meant it, because I I knew that those accounts that I was seeing were true from my perspective. I knew that there was an exchange that went on, regardless of how well or not that person, this is what attention span is, this is why I'm emphasizing attention span, regardless of how much that person retained and how well they articulated their experience or translated it or interpreted it to other people. And so I was really, there was a lot of passion behind what it is that I said. And, you know, I went to bed that night. Coincidentally, my roommate was out to her boyfriend's house for the night. And so I was like sleeping and then woken up, you know, early morning, like 4 a.m. And I felt like this tone, it was a sound that had awoken me, and I realized that I was in a state of paralysis. And so in a state of paralysis, there's this large, like, this tone just like reverberating through me, but not in a sense that I can feel the reverberations. It was like a smooth, sharp pitch. And so it rendered me immobile, because I remember like moving my hand trying to get my BlackBerry and being like, oh fuck, gotta call 911, what the shit. I just didn't know what was going on. It didn't occur to me that I was having communication at that point. And so I did, and from that point, you know, I was told that there were messages that are available to me if I would like to receive them. And of course, I fucking screamed no inside my head, because I'm not, you know, able to speak. My voice box is fucking paralyzed. So I'm like, I just kept saying no, like, let me go. It's so funny how we do that, eh? So funny. And so I was like, no. And then little did I know, it was actually the answer to the question I had posed just before bedtime. And it were those beings who were showing me why it is that I wouldn't be the one who would be receptive, or why I couldn't, why I wasn't receptive and how I could be receptive. So that was like a real eye-opener in terms of like understanding like scientifically why. And so you might think, well, what the fuck, Daniel, why couldn't you? It was a frequency thing. So they kept talking, like it was as if like they played a message, like they just sent me a voicemail, like an interactive one though, which is weird. But like, and it was still playing, and I said no, and it got staticky, and then it was still, I'd realized that the words were still going on. The tone of the voice relaying the message didn't stop, like, being cool as fuck. It was me. I was moving my dial over and over. But to begin with, what they did was like put a bubble around me, in a sense of capturing my attention with a tone or with a frequency that locked me in and said, this is where you need to be to hear us. But it was so high up, it caused a lot of shit to come out of me. Not literally, okay? Fuck, it's not one of those dreams. But it caused a lot of stuff to come up that has to be looked at and has to come up when one elevates. When you go higher in frequency, some people say, all hell's breaking loose in my life. I don't know what I'm doing. My life is turning to shit ever since I raised my frequency. What the fuck? Yeah, it's because you raised your frequency. Now, anything else that you have remaining within your state of consciousness or your conscious mind or your beliefs, now it's gonna be time to go with that flashlight through all the other stuff until your place is fucking sparkling clean, in my case minimal, and lit up. And so, as that story continues, I got this after the fact, but when I clued into hearing that the messages were like, the message was still being spoken, it was just the distortion, I clued in quickly that it was my emotion, and because I was afraid, it was pushing the messages away, but the messages were still there. And so I talked myself out of like being afraid, and I was like, okay, wait, come back. I'm not afraid no more. Like, tell me the message. And at that point, I guess that was the cue. And then I popped out of my body, and that was when I had my first like conscious outer body experience, and it was really fun. I got to meet my father, who had passed into non-physical like 3 months previously, which was funny because of the nature of our relationship. And it was just it's like, imagine if you really wanted to like be like, I don't know, like you really wanted to be a famous actor, let's say, and you go into a room with a bunch of other actors that are really, really good, but you haven't even like, you just decided you wanted to be a famous actor, you hadn't actually practiced acting yet. And so around them, just their auras, just their like demeanor, their presence, it would sort of like, if you didn't come up where they were, you'd feel sort of like beneath them. And so that's what was being illustrated here. And so that was like a lot of story, I know, but it was a cool one, and I hardly ever tell it really. But like I said, I want this to be like I want this to be reality. So like, if you find me like months down the road or a year down the road, you can like come here and sort of like, this might help you assimilate things that I say more topically. Like if I do a sit-down video and it's not a vlog, or if I do like a class and you come to it, or an event or something, you'll be able to appreciate it a little bit more, and you'll be able to receive it a little bit more because of your attention span. Keeps coming back to that. So what I've noticed, okay, is that like when I talk to people, it's like, do you ever have the sensation when you're speaking to someone, oh, that's nice. I guess my fucking camera is telling me that I'm taking too long. Not that I'm taking too long, but it shuts off after a certain period of time, which is fine. It means I'm babbling anyway. Yes. So, if you ever had that feeling while in a conversation with someone that you can just sense, you just know that what you're saying, as clearly as you're saying it, just is not being received by the person you're speaking to. It's like you are so clear, you are feeling it, it is evidenced in the clarity of your words, the brevity of your speak. It is just, you're in the zone, bro. And then the person you're talking to is sort of like hyped up because of the sensation of the conversation in general, but isn't allowing themselves to access the specifics of the conversation because they're so sensationalized by their sensationalizing the subject matter as opposed to extracting from it conscious nuggets. I don't know if y'all got that, but that's what I mean. So attention span. So like in that experience when I was like, had this tone or this bubble go across me so that I could see what it was like to be in that sort of receptive mode that I really wanted to be in, that's the type of experience that I now want to, and always have, but I didn't know, I didn't have the words for it until now, but I want to do that with people. Meaning like, I don't want a fickle mind to prevent you from absorbing an understanding that you can turn into your own principles through which you can live a deliberate life experience, a good life experience, a happy life. And so I've learned how to do that. And I'm not saying I know the answers to how everybody can. I don't know what the fuck you're living. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're doing. And I don't know the bandwidth of your attention span. But you do. And typically someone with a large enough attention span to like sit there, like if you really wanted to learn how to master online marketing and you sit there and you learn tools, tricks and techniques and tactics from all the best guys in the biz, and you were in a state of clarity, meaning your attention was pure at the time you offered it to those teachings, you got all the nuggets and you translated that, interpreted that into success for yourself, as they have done for themselves and as they are teaching. But again, as they like to say, individual results may vary. So I'm saying that too, but I'm saying you're in control of that variance. You are very in control of that variance. So this vlog and these vlogs are going to be, hopefully, ways of capturing your attention in more dynamic ways than maybe it's been captured before. Maybe it's the story of my life, maybe it's the tone of my voice, maybe it's the shit I talk about, I don't know. But hopefully it captures your attention enough to get the vibration I'm emanating enough to translate it more tangibly into your life. Meaning, you're not gonna be so up and down. You can't just go from a state of clarity to like pounding your pillow crying at night because you're confused. Like I said last night on Twitter, I said getting a plane up in the air is one thing. Keeping it there and landing smoothly is a whole nother story. A happy person is a good pilot. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying there ain't no turbulence, but you know what, motherfucker? We know what the eagle does. The eagle flies above storms, okay? So don't fucking tell me you gotta fly through that storm and risk getting hit and then you're struck and then everybody in the plane goes down, okay? We don't want that shit, okay? We're not about that. We don't want that much collateral damage. And remember, you want a good life. You want a joyous experience. You want nice, smooth transitions. I mean, you might justify your not smooth transitions, and that's fine, but you will come to a point at some point where you just, it's unnecessary. You'll move back into simplicity and you will not lose the complexity of what's going on around you in terms of what you're creating. It only gets richer, it only gets richer, it only gets richer, it only gets richer. And you will come back, you will reduce yourself to the simplicity you started out learning with, but that simplicity will be enriched far beyond that which you began with. So, have that for lunch, kids. So yeah. So, I'm fucking burnt, I know I can tell you guys, so I'm gonna stop this vlog, and that's it. But I just really wanted to get across why I'm making these vlogs is because I want to get better at capturing people's attention so that these people can capture the essence of what I'm flowing, what I'm really flowing, which is this vibration of knowing. Not about everything, so don't tag me with the fucking arrogant shit, you fucking fucks, okay? And I'm not like degrading you by saying fucking fucks, I'm just playing with language. From a place of love, so deal with it, because I love you. Love you so much, I don't give a fuck what you think about what I think or say. So how's that? Oh shit. So yeah, so hopefully, you can hear that child wailing. That's how I want to get your attention. But not in that sense. Just so that you can better absorb this knowing so that when you have your trials and tribulations, you don't crash down and you don't get struck by the lightning. Rather, you rise above the storm, go in a little bit to know how much more you've got to go above, but so that you never have to go like, you know, plane down. So you never have to have a mayday situation. And I'm not saying, oh, you'll never have a mayday situation. I'm saying even if you do fucking go down, even if the plane does go down, it's not the end of the world, it's just the end of a world. Who said that? Is that Drake? Yeah, it's not the end of your world, it's the end of a world. And that's okay, maybe your fucking plane needed to go that way. But with an attention span broadened, you'll be more apt to read your instruments that are telling you, there's a storm ahead. There's a storm ahead. You're going straight for the eye of the storm. And you just don't listen to your instruments, which are your emotions, which are telling you to think differently, because the thoughts are what brings you on track to the events. Emotions tell you the quality of your thoughts, and the quality of your thoughts translates over time into a series of events in wherever you are. Yeah. It's a true story, bro. I read it in a book. I also know it to be true, and if you do, that's cool. Stick around and we'll get that idea together, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, and they won't always be this long. This is probably a fucking long time to sit and listen to me in the park, get sunburned. So yeah, so hopefully I'll have some other stuff for you guys. I don't know how often I'm gonna do this, but this is it. And part of this is to have it an interactive conversation. So I mean, you know, I know not a shit ton of people are gonna be seeing these in the beginning, so whatever, but like, don't be afraid to comment below this video and I don't know, say something constructive, okay? I'm not trying to force anything onto anybody. I'm trying to help everybody, if they so choose, to soothe themselves into what they want. Period. Thought I was gonna go somewhere else with that, didn't you, bitch? Maybe you should broaden that attention span. I'm just kidding, but I'm gonna go because I think I'm getting sun damage or something. So yeah, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe because I'm gonna do more of these vlogs if you're not already subscribed. And like I said, please, by all means, let me know what you would like me to talk about so that I can help you maybe orient your attention span to grasp these concepts that I know a little more in your own way. Because what I've learned is me realizing these concepts like the laws of the universe, like the laws of creation, like who we are, where we came from, and our relationship to it, and how that translates into our life experience, and what our emotions mean, and what our thoughts are indicative of, and what happens, and what we put out, we get back, and what eternal, all is now, past, present, future, all in the now. So yeah. Hello, little boy. Hello, little ones. So that must mean I'm out, dog. So yeah, I would love to help you lock in your attention span to a frequency that allows you to not only absorb more fully these concepts, but to live them more fully. Yeah? Okay. I love you guys too. So I'll see you next time. Stick around. Remember, let loose and live lucid, because life really is a dream, and it's only you that's making it come true. So wake up. I love you. Bye.